Perfect. Cool. Hey, everyone. Welcome to this client success interview. Today, we have Denise, who has been working with us for about under 30 days now. I wanted to do this interview because Denise started working with us, like I said, under 30 days ago, I would say, and absolutely crushing it within, scale my cleaning business within our high level program. So Denise, welcome to this interview. I know it's last minute, real quick, but I want to say welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
For sure. So let's start with this. Denise, give them a rundown of kind of like before we started working together, like where your business was located, what you were doing within the business, and then we'll start moving forward to where you are now, like what got you to take action and working with us.
Okay. So basically I am out of New Jersey, New York area. I mainly service those areas. I was kind of struggling to find newer contracts. I kind of got stuck at like like 8 to 10,000 kind of mark every month. And I really wanted to scale up. So I was like looking for leads. I contacted you initially just for leads. And I was like doing the mass emails and the calls and everything. And then I'm like, hey, okay, this is not really working for me how I want it to work. And then I basically saw that you posted, hey, looking for cleaners in Virginia. I'm like, hey, I'll go where the money is. And we've been cool ever since. And yeah, it's been great.
That's amazing. So I think one thing I want to mention which is you're in New Jersey, New York. And every time you reach out to us about working with us there, I always told you about we having like people there that we work with already. Because some people think I'm joking. Like when it comes to like working with only one cleaning company per service area, especially in our high level program, like we're very serious about it. So I think you followed us for, I think, a year or something like that. Like, seeing if you can work in New York, New Jersey, but we've always been like, Denise, I would love to. And then, the universe. Yeah. And the universe connected us when we had an opportunity in Virginia. And I'm like, hey, like somebody that we were working with end up not being able to, kind of take care of those leads or actually showing up, et cetera. Like you have living freaking like 3-4 hours away. You've been nothing but amazing on that. And then we're like, hey, Virginia's open. We can.
And
really
when you said
Virginia's
open, I was like, I'm going, let's go.
100. And that's exactly what happened. We got on a call. You were like, let's do it. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. Are you sure you want to do this? Because it's a change. And you're like, dude, like, let's do it. The money's there. I can grow my business there 100%. And then fast forward a couple of weeks, we get you onboarded and then walkthrough starts coming in. When was your first walkthrough with us? I don't know if you had like an exact date, and if so, like what location, et cetera.
My first walkthrough with you guys was actually last week.
Wow.
It was last week. I went for Sunday, I think, what was it? Sunday to Wednesday. So my first walkthrough, I think, was last week, Monday, which was the 4th. Yeah, which was the 4th. And I did like 2 or 3 walkthroughs. And then like, what was it? Yesterday, I hit you guys up. I'm like, hey, signed 2 contracts.
Right. Literally, you started April 1st, like when we just got into April, let's start it. And then in literally 4 days, you went to Virginia, took a trip there, stayed for a couple of days with your family, and you went through these walkthroughs. And then this week, you're like, I just signed 2 contracts from that. Like, holy crap, right? Give us some more details on those contracts in regards of like those 2 contracts. How much are you specifically making per month from them? Or did you sign a long-term deal, stuff like that?
Okay, so the first one, it is kind of like a bed and breakfast / like wedding event kind of thing. It's about $3,000 a month.
Wow.
And then the other one is a move in, move out service. So it's basically based on like, how much they need for that month, but it's approximately like maybe like $1,000, $1,500 a month based on their move in rate. So it's around that.
Sure. Cool. So before we continue, let's clap it up for that, right? You literally just went to a whole different area, signed almost $5,000 per month in like recurring contract. And you got 3 walkthroughs next week already set as well.
Yeah.
Like we're literally going to take your business to the next level. We as in like together. And I love that you messaged me back. Like it takes a team to do all of this stuff. Because I definitely, for me personally,
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I definitely couldn't have done this on my own. Like I was getting like no leads before.
Right. And not even just leads. These are appointments on your calendar. People who have already talking to us and be like, hey, let's set a walkthrough for you. And, I'm proud of our team for making sure like everything is organized. Obviously nothing can be perfect, but we've made it work and making sure that when you do travel, there are walkthroughs, et cetera, which is amazing. So let me ask you this, right?
Mhm.
What did you feel? And this is going to help so many owners out there. Like, how did you go from doing a walkthrough and then in a week close two of the contracts that you did a walkthrough on? Like, is there any tips, any strategies you feel like you can give to the viewers that would help them do the same thing? Because, sometimes there's people that work with us or people that are watching right now that do walkthroughs and people ghost them. Right. And it's not
Yeah.
like it doesn't happen to you, but like what got these, what about these contracts and what did you do to get them to make a decision so quickly about hiring you as their service provider? And you're not been in the state. Like what?
I think that the best thing you can do when you are doing a walkthrough is just be you, be like, show your personality, show what you're capable of. Just, reassure them that you're the best business and for that company. I mean, for the bed and breakfast, she was kind of hesitant because she hired someone before and then they like subcontracted and didn't really care. I'm like, no, these are people I hand selected. They will come in. After 30 days, we'll do a review. And if you're not like totally satisfied, we can make tweaks. Anything that you need help with, like pay attention more to, I would definitely pay more attention to it. After that, another 30 days, we can go back. And if you're not satisfied, you can either cut ties or, we can continue to work at it because everything takes time. It's a relationship. Like every relationship is different. So that's one technique I definitely use. And then another one is, especially if they're kind of desperate. I don't really want to put it out there, but when they're kind of a little desperate, definitely ask them how much their previous cleaner did. Charge them.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that I do. And then I tweak it a little bit, go a little bit higher, depending on their needs, or go a little bit lower. And that will definitely land you that contract. Those are the two techniques I definitely use, but definitely show your personality, laugh, be like human, like don't be a robot, like, okay, this is what you need. How many square footage? Like go in, laugh, it's like, be personable.
100%. And I love that you brought that up because so many cleaning owners come to me. It's like, hey man, like what exactly should I do on a walk through? I'm like, well, first of all, like, obviously the basics of walking through, understanding the scope of work, but like, don't forget to be you. Like they're not hiring, just, your company, they're hiring who you are as the business owner because they're going to trust you. And something you mentioned is like the previous company had subcontracting, maybe the work wasn't reliable, it was inconsistent. You came in, you're like, hey, I hand select people, right? So I'm going to put some A players in here and we have 30-day reviews. So if there's any tweaks or adjustments, I'm here for you. Like that just solved their issue where now it just comes down to potentially, hey, can I afford you? And typically like what you gave method number 2, it's like a little bit higher or a little bit less if it fits within your profit margin, right? So amazing. That is awesome. Cool. Well, thank you so much for giving everybody, the viewers here, like those 2 tips. I don't know if there's anything else you want to share in regards of, since working with us, like what are some things that you found that has helped you, in your business besides like signed contracts? Is there the systems, the team, anything like that you want to share?
You guys were really great at helping me like even come up with like the numbers. Like I mean, I've done it before on my own, but I definitely had help from Carrie. Just walked me through how to hire, like different numbers, and basically how I should charge. That was really great. Square footage, like she really walked me through. So I definitely have to give Carrie her applause for that. So you guys definitely like held my hand a little bit.
It's amazing. And I'm glad that you mentioned that because a lot of business owners feel like we're just another lead generation company. Here's leads and go out and do your thing. No, we provide leads, appointments, and we have coaches to help you with literally every aspect of your business. So that's why I was so confident. Like when you started working with us, we can make this transition. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but it's a transition that we're like, hey, we have the right team. Carrie's built a multiple high 6-figure company, almost doing 7 figures. We have Michael, who's 30 years of experience in the commercial space. Like we can really help you transform your business. Right. And I want to say thank you for believing in us. We have such a long-term relationship ahead of us where in the next 60, 90 days, I don't know where you'll be, but I know it's definitely more than what you're currently doing right now with the pace that we're moving. Right.
I'm so excited. My husband's like, what? How do you have 2 contracts already? I'm like, listen, we got to get this money.
Yes, sir. 100%. I can just tell the first day I spoke to you is like, you just know, like one of the biggest things within the cleaning space that people kind of like neglect and don't really think about is like your sales skills, like you connecting with people, like how good are you at that? And you signed these 2 contracts, which some people might not have been if you didn't have the experience in sales, right? Talking to people before, right? So that's definitely a huge benefit, which is why I always talk to a lot of our members and clients, even the people who don't work with us, guys, like, get better with sales. So why did we send you this book? And every single client that we have is because we understand leads are easy to get. Like, walkthroughs are easy to set, but if you can't get out there and sell your business yourself, nobody's going to hire you. You can have all the leads in the world, right? So the day that I met you, I'm like, well, here's the thing. Denise isn't lacking skills in sales. She's lacking leads or people to talk to be able to sell herself. And that's where we came in and solved that. And here we are today, under 30 days, you know, literally getting you to where you're at within business. And we're going to keep on doing that and continue to grow. So one last thing, which is, if somebody is on the fence or looking at Scale My Cleaning Business and it's like, should I work with them? Like, why should I work with them? Like, what is your feedback on telling that person in regards of like why they should work with us, and, you know, ultimately your feedback on that?
If you need a team of support of people who know the business, this is definitely where you need to be. Don't worry about the price. Money will always come.
100%.
There's always money to be made. There's always something that will work for you. Don't worry about anything like that. Sign up. They will definitely hold your hand through this whole experience. I literally talk to somebody on the team every single day. If it's about a lead, if it's just like, hey, how are you doing? Every single day, somebody messages me. So like, you're not by yourself. You're definitely be taken care of.
That's amazing. And I appreciate the kind words. And again, making the transition to a whole different state, building the business there, you know, it's been literally an honor to work with you to do so. And again, like, in the next 60, 90 days and, you know, the rest of the year, I cannot wait to see how much you take over Virginia, right? So I'm excited for you as well. I appreciate you so much for hopping on and doing this interview. We're going to go ahead and stop the recording here. We're going to go ahead and talk outside of this. But if you're currently watching this and you're thinking about working with a company to help you grow your cleaning business, now both residential and commercial, you know, Scale My Cleaning Business is always looking for motivated and also on top of that, hungry entrepreneurs or cleaning business owner who are looking to level up, right? You know, we have a scaling academy program. We also have high level. Denise is in the high level, where she waited a year plus to work with us into the location that we've opened up. So if you're looking to work with us, go ahead and click the link below and apply to speak to myself or one of our team members. And let's help you level up your business. Denise, thank you so much for doing this interview.
Thank you.